The year is 2005. Anakin turns to the dark side. YouTube debuts, and we couch jump for Mariah, McDreamy, and a girl with a dragon tattoo. T-minus 20. Rewind 20 years with Joe and Mel.
Week 31 July 2005.
T-minus 20.
Hey, what do you think this is, a talk show?
T-minus 20.
It's an icebreaker. Don't judge me yet. This is bananas. Capel, you will come home.
20.
My question is, who approved that shit?
Do you see where this is going?
20.
Not really.
20.
Oh, welcome to T-minus 20, the time machine that you didn't know you needed. That's right. Each week we rewind exactly 20 years to get you the headlines, heartbreaks, bangers, box office smashes, and gloriously chaotic pop culture moments that shaped the mid-2000s. It's nostalgia, but extra juicy with your extra juicy hosts, Joe and Mel. Hello, Mel.
Just like the tracksuits.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Juicy couture.
Indeed. 31 July to 6 August 2005 is what we're looking at this week.
Indeed.
Because there wasn't anything else like them then, and there ain't nothing else like them now. Except these.
That's right. That is Samuel L. Jackson selling Adidas shoes. Adidas Superstars, in fact.
You never know what he's selling.
Well, Adidas this time, is it Adidas or Adidas?
Adidas, I reckon.
I reckon it's Adidas. In
or
the
add a
Australian-
hash if you buy the fake
the
stuff
cheap
from
ones,
the markets.
the knockoffs.
where
Anyway,
where it's shaped like
they made a big acquisition. They purchased. We can unpack that a little bit later on as well. They purchased Reebok.
Oh.
And, yeah. So that was interesting.
Probably saber-toothed cats killed and fed upon these early humans and dragged these skeletons into the cave where they were preserved and didn't see light until 1.8 million years later.
1.8 million years after being devoured by a saber-toothed cat. They're back in the headlines. We'll talk about ancient skulls a little bit later in the show.
It is a decision of very considerable importance for the European Union. And the Ministers of Health today have broken the mould.
It's good that they've broken the mould in the European
What
Union.
mould have they broken?
Groundbreaking, mould breaking, whatever you want to call it. They banned tobacco advertising in the European Union. The Marlboro man was cancelled. People were panicking in the sporting realms. French people, very upset, because they like smoking. We love to smoke. I don't know.
do.
Smoking seems like such a European thing. That might be racist, and if so, I apologise. But you'll find out more about that later too.
Right, we're officially in August now.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to start getting ready for Christmas.
Oh, already?
Yes, we're on the downhill
Do we do that
slope.
in August? I suppose we do.
We've had our Christmas in July. We're getting ready for the real deal.
Yeah, right.
And you got to start planning the list of food. Got to start
5
organising
months to go.
the catering. And I read an interesting thing the other day, and it said, once you hit midlife, you're assigned a potluck dish that will then be yours for all eternity.
What do you mean, a potluck one?
Well, potluck, any kind of catering.
So you kind
You're
of
kind of
potluck-
just assigned that's your dish.
Oh, and
That's
you
the
bring it
dish
to the
that you
potluck
make.
thing. Right,
So
yes.
think about Christmas.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, her mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, she's
That's
been
her
assigned
dish.
that permanently.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's her dish.
Yeah.
What's yours? What's your midlife potluck dish? What do you bring
Brisket.
when you've got to bring a plate?
Brisket and pulled pork. Yeah, barbecue meats. Barbecue meats is my potluck dish. It's very broad, isn't it? Really?
It is. It is. You've left yourself a lot of scope,
I have.
haven't you?
I
So if
have.
you stuff one up, you can just move on
You
to a
just
different
bring the
meat.
other barbecue. Well, that's
Never
why I
mention
usually
it
cook
again.
3 at once, because if
Just in
one goes
case.
bad, at least I'll have another one on standby. Yeah.
was
So
trying
not
to-
only barbecue meats, but emergency barbecue meats as well.
I was trying to think what mine was.
Yeah.
And I made this rice salad once because the nail lady I went to told me
Oh,
about it.
the fucking rice salad.
And I'm actually, that's what I'm worried about. This is what I'm thinking about because I was
I think
like,
you
what
should
would,
be worried
because I
about
was like, what's mine? And I was like, maybe it's that rice salad. But I've started to think that maybe people just say that they like it. And judging by your reaction
I just don't know, because
think it just
you said to
supported
me,
the theory.
you said to me before we started, you said, I've got something to talk about in the intro, and I said, surprise me, and I'm just not sure how ready I am to have this discussion about the rice salad in the podcast.
I think you just confirmed my fears because my nail lady was telling me about it because I was trying to be healthy, and she goes, I've got this perfect salad, and it's actually called healthy brown rice salad. Just Google it. Are we going to have a fight?
No, I'm not fighting. I'm just laughing.
Anyway, so they've got this healthy salad. It's called the brown rice salad. Just Google brown rice healthy salad. And I made it.
Yeah.
And I took it to Christmas and everyone went,
oh, that was lovely.
Great. That's great. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so then next Christmas I made double.
Yeah.
And when they dish up
and
the leftovers.
Oh, yay.
You brought the salad again. That's my kid's favourite. And I was like, oh, not yours. And I made double. And you know when they divvy up the leftovers?
Yep.
Leftovers were just the brown rice salad.
I've got some bad news about your signature dish, Mel.
I don't think people like my signature dish.
Your signature dish is a lie.
So now I'm going to get a new signature dish, but I don't know how to make anything else.
I think you're in a fortunate position. Don't take this as a bad thing. That's right. You're in a fortunate position.
I've got 5 months to work on a new signature dish.
Have been tarnished with think about, a sister-in-law probably oh God, I've got to do that mac and cheese again.
That's got a lot of effort in it
the
too.
World
she does like
is
egg
your
and
oyster. Oh, there's an idea for a signature dish.
No.
Oh, Mel's bringing the oysters. No. But you've got the opportunity to start anew.
In my defence, you've got the meat handled. The mac and cheese is handled. I felt like there needed to be a salad option.
There does need to be
and
a
I
salad
wanted something with a bit of crunch, and I wanted something remotely healthy. I thought I was onto something, and I
quite like it.
I don't think you do.
No one.
I deviated one year, and I did a broccoli one, which was also crunchy and also healthy.
Yeah.
And I got there, and about 3 people said, "Oh, I don't like broccoli."
How can you? What's wrong with? Oh, that's right.
I don't know. I don't
Your family. That must be your family. Your family's weird.
I don't think they were ready for broccoli in a salad, and that's fair because that is a big jump from side vegetable into salad. It's not normal.
Big things happening for broccoli this year. It's moving from side vegetable into salad.
Wow. Game changer.
Oh, my goodness.
So I've got about 4 months to work on a new signature. If anyone's got any ideas, maybe send me some recipes on the DMs.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
On Insta. So
Please
I can
do.
come up with my new potluck dish for all eternity.
She doesn't do seafood. She's not a seafood person.
Not seafood.
But as we're fast approaching 50, right, there is very little opportunity to start fresh on anything at this stage in our life.
I know. I feel like I've come too far.
I think I'm jealous, actually. Although I'm happy with my signature dish, but I am jealous just at the fact that you get to have a do-over on something.
I quite like the salad, though. It's healthy.
You can still
it's rice.
Still make it.
It's crunchy.
It's rice. It's healthy.
It's good.
I mean, rice is what they serve you. Rice is what they serve you when they don't have any other food.
Or when there's a famine and they drop it out of the sky.
That's right. It's like exactly when you used to remember at school. You used to have that day.
The starving kids. You'd eat what the starving kids ate, and you'd have rice.
You'd have the starving kid day, and they'd give you a cup of rice. And you'd pay $2 for it.
Yeah.
Just so you could
sit there with your rice and be sad.
I don't know what that is. Is
that how my signature just made you feel?
Like a starving child.
In Africa?
Yeah, thank Christ I bought some brisket and some pulled pork. Oh, yes. I should say, though, it's not the starving kid. I think the starving kids is the worthwhile cause, obviously.
Yeah. No, but that was
it was the stupid things that they used to make us do.
And your parents would say, eat your crusts. There's kids starving in Africa. It was it was a thing. It was an 80s thing, wasn't it?
So it's like, well,
so it was trying to make you feel.
Send the crust to them.
Oh, I did say that once and I got in a lot of trouble.
Well, I mean, they deserve more than crust.
Yes.
True. But I don't think I'm doing myself any favours trying to talk myself out of it.
Okay, let's
so
move
we'll just
on.
move. But just know that the intentions are good. And if you can support the starving kids, please support them.
Yes.
Okay, somebody's got to.
Maybe I could send them my salad.
We've got plenty of leftovers after Christmas. You can certainly bag it up.
Yes, great.
Okay, let's do the hatches, matches, and
Yeah,
dispatches clue. We'll revisit this at the end of the show in the hatches, matches, and dispatches segment. Normally it's like it's a birth or a death or a marriage that happened this time 20 years ago, and then sometimes there's not much going on, so we just do a birthday. And this time is a birthday.
Yeah, there wasn't much going on.
A celebrity having a birthday that said this.
Metal is in all of our DNA. Every character that I've ever played has been inspired by this music and built by this music. It's in everything that I am. Today we celebrate heavy metal. Together we are going to make this the most epic day in the history of heavy metal. So let's tear this motherfucker down!
He said at the start, I thought he said Mel is in our DNA. You listen, it's just like.
Metal is in all of our DNA.
Oh,
No, metal.
lovely,
Metal.
lovely.
We'll find out who that is at the end of the show.
31st of July 2005, an advertising ban on tobacco. The European Union took a historic step in public health policy, implementing a sweeping ban on tobacco advertising and sponsorship across its EU member states.
Yes.
It was legislated, known formally as the Tobacco Advertising Directive, obviously designed to reduce smoking rates, particularly among young people, by severing the powerful promotional ties that tobacco companies had across the media, sports and entertainment at the time.
So I've got a grab from the EU Social Affairs Commissioner, and I think his name is Patrick Flynn, but it's spelt Padraig. And because I'm quite ignorant, as you would have heard from the last
Yes.
bit, I'm not sure, but I think that the pronunciation is Patrick Flynn. Anyway, he was very happy being the EU Social Affairs Commissioner. This is a big deal.
It is a decision of very considerable importance
See?
for the European Union.
Yes.
And the Ministers of Health today have broken the mould. And the consequences, the good consequences of what has been achieved today will be seen over the years to come by the many countless millions of European citizens that will benefit from it.
There. They were thrilled. It was a big deal. I mean, but and there were a lot of positive impacts from this, of course. Like cross-border tobacco advertising is gone. Sponsorship of any tobacco companies of anything within the European Union gone. Specifically, print ads, newspapers, magazines, journals, anything like that, cross-border events and international sporting competitions, which is a really big one. Advertising on radio, promotional activity via online and digital media, and free distribution of tobacco products as a promotional tactic. Hey, we're in the Black Thunder today and we got cigarettes.
I never got any free packs of smokes.
That would have been great, wouldn't it?
Promo
Back in
smokes.
the day. Back in the day. Look, and
Anyhow, have a
hey, one
Winfield
second.
25s.
So I'll tell. Careful. Just be careful with your brands because I've actually managed to nab a sponsor for the podcast. I think we're the final frontier. So I just want to pause for a message from one of our sponsors.
What could be more refreshing than Newport menthol cigarettes? Newport refreshes while you smoke because only Newport has a fine white filter, menthol and mint, and a blend of great tasting tobaccos. Clean, cool pleasure you won't find in any other cigarette. Newport smokes fresher.
You don't even have to brush your teeth anymore.
Exactly. That's what
Handy.
menthols are great.
Handy.
They're basically,
Wake up, have a menthol, you're ready to go.
They're basically
ready to
a
pash on.
toothbrush and a smoke. You're all in one. So these measures applied to any commercial communications that extended across the European Union borders, making it one of the most ambitious anti-smoking laws in the world at the time. We're talking about 25 member states here. Austria, Belgium, Cyprus, Czech Republic, etc. Poland, Portugal, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, all of them, UK, all of them. And that's where the sporting industry was concerned it was going to bring them to their knees.
And did we still do that over here then? Did we still have the Winfield Cup at that stage? Probably not. I think we probably
With the rugby
stopped it
league,
earlier.
maybe. I'm not sure.
But
I'm
that's
actually not sure.
That's a big move when you think back to sport.
Yeah.
Because
cigarette advertising was huge.
I think of the cricket.
Yeah.
I remember it used to be all around the skirts of the cricket.
Yeah, the Benson and Hedges World Series.
Yeah,
Yes.
even the little things, the little triangle things that marked when you were going out of bounds.
Yes.
They were Benson and Hedges,
they
little
were cigarette
triangles.
advertising things, yes. And then the Winfield Cup was obviously the
Winfield
Winfield
Cup.
logo. The Winnie Red logo was
The
spray
Formula
painted
One
over the
had it
tri-
all over the cars.
Well, the Formula One was a big one, and that's where the financial ramifications come in. So Formula One estimated that they were going to lose about 350 to 500 million euro, which was annually funded into them by tobacco brands prior to the ban. So Ferrari are sponsored by Marlboro at the time. McLaren by West, Bar Honda, Lucky Strike, Renault, Mild 7, and Jordan was Benson and Hedges. And I just want to pause for a second because I've just got another message from one of our sponsors.
Treat your taste kindly with Kent Smoke Kent, the Micronite filter cigarette.
So, so this forced a big split in how teams were going to secure their funding. They were
Kent,
like,
that was a fancy cigarette.
it was.
They were expensive. They were a little bit longer than the others, I think.
Yes,
from
they
memory.
did. They had a special length, and some of them didn't have filters as a consequence because they're so long that they thought that it
Lovely.
much more richer
Lovely.
tobacco taste.
Yes, felt great in the hand.
T-20 brought to you by Kent. so because it's like nearly 40% of their budget, they're like, well, how do we secure funding? And the smaller teams were just like, I don't think we're even going to survive. So Bernie Eccleston, who's the chief of Formula One, he was really vocal about all of that. And he's like, the ban's going to devastate motorsport in Europe. Races are going to have to be moved to more lenient jurisdictions outside of the EU. We're not going to come and work here. Monaco is all over, except I think that was initially under national exemptions. But anyway, pressure forced even the Monaco Grand Prix to not do the advertising. So it made a big mess. But I mean, look at it now. Everyone's okay. It's like everyone's like, oh, it's the end. If we don't have those sponsorship dollars, we're not going to. But we find a way. And I feel like the same conversation is happening these days with gambling.
And alcohol.
And alcohol as well. But more so gambling at the moment because everything's sports bet. And that me. Like, that's annoying having to see all the sports bet advertising every 5 minutes. And, they've got retired players of rugby league, for example, selling out, to sports bet and doing like little segments where they're basically talking about the odds of certain things in sport. And I don't give a about that. If I want to gamble, I'll gamble, but I don't need it rammed down my throat.
Yeah, so Germany and Austria attempted to challenge the directive in the Court of Justice, claiming it overstepped EU authority. However, the court upheld the law, claiming its validity under the EU's internal market rules. Media organisations also expressed concern, particularly around lost advertising revenue for print. Remember, Winfield 25s were the back of every magazine, I remember back in the 80s.
Or the Marlboro man, the cowboy.
Yeah, and Benson
everywhere.
and Hedges, I remember, were on a lot of stuff.
Anyhow, have a Winfield 25.
Dunhill.
Yes.
Dunhill. They were classy cigarettes. I think they had like a tagline about something about the gentle art of smoking.
Yeah, they're like James Bond
bringing
cigarettes.
something to the gentle
James
art
Bond.
of smoking.
If you smoked Dunhill, you immediately turned into a spy. You're undertaking espionage.
Yeah, gave you good skills.
Uh-huh.
Public health organisations were pretty happy, as you could imagine, a groundbreaking achievement. At the time, there was around 650,000 smoking-related deaths annually across the EU.
Sorry, I just want to pause for a second. Just speaking of smoking-related deaths, I've just got another message from one of our sponsors.
Newport filter cigarettes.
Newport smokes fresher than any other menthol cigarette.
Newport filter cigarettes.
More refreshing to begin with, more refreshing all the way.
Sorry, very refreshing indeed.
They projected a 7% reduction in tobacco consumption as a result of stopping the advertising, and it contributed to a global domino effect. It laid the groundwork for broader control measures such as the graphic health warnings. Remember the gangrenous foot?
Yes, the gangrenous foot.
And the missing teeth.
Yeah.
And the brown, what else was there? Oh, there was an eyeball.
Yeah.
The dissected
That's
eyeball.
There's that comedian that talks about the gangrenous foot, and he's like, and now they're trying to discourage me from smoking with this gangrenous foot.
Yes.
He's like, who smokes a cigarette through their toes?
Yeah, who holds a cigarette?
Or who holds a
between
cigarette with their toes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember people were like trying to get the whole set.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to get
Oh, yeah,
the
you
gangrenous
could
foot, the eyeball. Yeah, could you build a
face.
person?
You could build
Yes,
a person
the missing
out of it.
teeth.
I think I've seen that as well. It
Yes.
actually, so obviously didn't
Worked
work.
great.
Just one more time, because we're running out of time, I have another message from one of our sponsors.
For the best combination of filter and good taste, Kent satisfies best. Kent satisfies best. Kent satisfies best. For the best combination of filter and good taste, Kent satisfies best.
Kent, the only cigarette with the highly adsorptive micronite filter. The one cigarette that blends flavor-matured tobaccos. No wonder.
Kent satisfies best. Kent satisfies best. For the best combination of filter and good taste, Kent satisfies best.
And, you know,
I hope we charged extra for that
well,
spot.
yeah,
that
well,
went
like
forever.
the phone call came in like late in the week, and there's a massive shout out to the T-20 singers and ragtime band who were able to pull all those jingles together
Wonderful.
at last minute.
You
It's
know
just
what? They
phenomenal
would
effort.
pay a lot of money because where can you advertise cigarettes nowadays?
Yeah.
You can't. They're hidden behind a wall.
That's right.
At the supermarket.
I
don't
want to
see
go
them
back
anymore.
to the days where they were giving them away.
Remember as kids, you could buy a box of fags because in
Yeah, the
Australia we
lollies.
called cigarettes fags
The
in the
lollies.
80s. But yeah, get them started young.
Yeah,
Get the kids
exactly.
buying the lollies that look like the cigarette, have them walking around with them hanging out of their mouth. They get used to having these white things in their mouths, and then they grow up and they smoke.
All jokes aside, it is a disgusting habit. It's a disgusting habit.
I can't believe that we had lollies that looked like
I
cigarettes.
know,
though.
I know. And you
that's
know,
just
the
a
funny thing
bit
was,
too much,
but in
isn't it?
spite of all of these things, like people will still smoke, you know, even in spite of the price rises, people smoke now.
What
I feel
like
like
$50 a packet or something?
But this was, this was a massive moment. This is a big moment. It was a groundbreaking moment. But yeah, like people will still smoke, you know, and like I smoke for a time, you smoke for a time, you know, and I'm not proud of the fact that I smoke, but I feel like it. I don't even know why I did it. I just did it.
It was cool.
It was a thing. It looked really cool. It looked really
I
cool.
grew up in Canberra.
Well, yes,
part of
exactly.
growing up,
It comes
yeah.
with the territory.
Yeah,
But look, as part of the sponsorship stuff, like some of the terms and conditions is you have to do some community service sort of
Or some public health
public
messaging.
health sort of messaging.
Yeah.
So
We can't overrule. Don't have to smoke. To show we're cool. We won't be manipulated. Smoking won't be tolerated. We won't be manipulated. Smoking won't be tolerated. Bag of bags. Gonna bag of bags. Keep confusing, keep on choosing what you wanna be. Individual and original, the right to say I'm me. Bag of bags, we can't overrule. Don't have to smoke to show we're cool. Bag of bags.
And look, that was a really difficult one. So, again, massive shout out to the T-20 singers and ragtime band who really had to pivot.
They did. They had
with
to
their
change
musical
their style.
styles for that.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm glad you played the full version because I was wondering for a few years whether I imagined the verse of the bit where it goes,
The individual and
keep
original.
on choosing, what was it? Keep refusing, keep on choosing what you want to be. Individual and I thought I made that bit up.
Yeah, no.
So I'm glad that
No.
that actually was in there. And what's the last bit? Individual and original.
A right to say I'm me.
Oh, a right to
Yes.
say I'm me. I thought it was a right to be me.
They're all very good, poignant
Bag the
lyrics, but they
fag.
kind of lose you at bag the fag. Obviously, not.
Wonder how well that worked. Like someone would come up to you and offer you a durry, and you're like,
No, mate.
I'm going to keep refusing, keep
Bag
on
the
choosing what I
fag.
want to be.
Yeah.
Individual
I can
and
remember
original.
that they did another version with Jacko. Mark Jacko Jackson did one as well
Did
because
they?
he was I'm an individual and he
I'm an individual. You can't.
Yeah, and I
something
think
me, fool me, beat
and I
me,
think that did a
something
bit
me.
better down in Victoria.
Who's the battery guy?
Yes, the Energizer.
I don't know,
yes.
one of the batteries.
One of the batteries.
They liked him. They liked him saying no to cigarettes.
Well, he
Went well.
I don't know that they
Did
liked
it?
him. He just did a campaign. But I do remember Bag the Fag from back in the day when we were kids, and I just find it funny when I dug that up and I found it, and it was like there's actually a lead guitar break in there, and I think about
that solo.
how much money you spend on time for advertising, and it's pretty extravagant to be chucking a
with no
lead
lyrics.
guitar break in
You
there.
ought to be getting
Yes,
all the words in
exactly.
that you can. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sometimes
Maybe was there footage of a gangrenous foot?
I don't know. Sometimes, it's like the T-20 singers and ragtime bands say. Sometimes you just got to let the music do the talking, or sometimes you just got to let the DNA, the archaeological evidence. I don't know where I'm going here. I'm trying to segue into something about a 1.8 million
From
year old
gangrenous
skull.
foots to skulls.
Can you look after it? I'm
We've
not
moved
doing
over
very
to
well.
skulls.
Yes.
A skull aged 1.8 million years old is discovered on the 5th of August 2005. A nearly complete human skull, which they
Yes.
called Skull 5.
Was it a human though?
D4500.
I guess it was a human.
The D4500.
The D4500 or Skull 5 for
Skull
short.
5. One of the oldest and most complete skulls ever found from the early human genus Homo.
Well, I think it's absolutely mind-boggling. The preservation of this specimen from Georgia is extraordinary. It looks like something that you would find in a dissection room. It is so complete. It's got the lower jaw, the entire face, the complete brain case. It's a view into the past, into what our earliest ancestors in our own genus Homo looked like that none of us had anticipated.
That's paleoanthropologist Donald Johansson of the Institute of Human Origins at Arizona State University having a little bit of a nerdgasm over Skull 5 there. Scientists had found 4 other skulls.
Skull 1, Skull 2,
yes,
Skull 3 and Skull 4.
You got it. Hence Skull 5. All from the same site. And that's where you heard that grab earlier where like a saber-toothed cat had likely grabbed them and dragged
Eaten
them back
all 5 of
and
them.
found them in the same, well, they just
Big
obviously
dinner.
just the bones and stuff left over. But Skull 5 was a big deal because they were all found at the same time too. But Skull 5 was a big deal because it had a small brain size, like it was only just over 500 cubic centimeters, which is 1/3 the size of our brains, right? Yet a very large face, very strong jaw.
Chiseled jawline, hey?
Yeah.
Ladies.
Yeah. Think someone from Canberra.
Small brain, strong jaw.
Sorry. And that surprised them because they thought that larger brains went hand in hand with more advanced early humans and that smaller brain species were simpler and more ape-like. But this skull had a mix of features that didn't fit any of those other boxes from the previous skulls. It looked like something in between a few species, which suggests that there were several different species of early humans possibly living around the same time, like Homo habilis, Homo rudolfensis, and Homo erectus, right? And each of those were distinct based on the shape and the size of their skulls. But Skull 5 showed a variation among individuals who clearly lived together in the same place and time.
There goes Skull 5, that dude with the small brain.
It's like, those
But a
Homo...
great jaw.
Those
great
Homo
jaw,
rudolfensis.
but not very bright.
They all look the same to me. No, they don't. Yes, he's Skull 5. Oh, he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, was he? Nice guy.
He kept bringing that rice salad to Christmas every time, and he just didn't get that nobody liked it. What was he thinking? My gosh.
Oh, wow. You're really hurt about that, aren't you?
A little bit. So let scientists propose a bold new idea that maybe they weren't different species at all, but just a single highly variable species.
Variable, that's right. They look different.
Like how people today can look different.
We do all come in different shapes and sizes.
We do.
Yes.
We all have special signature dishes as well. One of the most important takeaways was that early humans...
That's what you get when Mel brings a rice salad over. Takeaway.
They found out that early humans left Africa a lot earlier than what we originally thought.
That's right. So
this is in Europe and Asia,
and
where
they thought
found
that if
Skull
they had
5.
small brains, that they weren't capable of migrating. That's the thing.
Was that the
They're
theory?
small brains, they couldn't migrate. Whereas if
Wouldn't
they
have
have
known
bigger
where to
brains,
go. Can't read a map.
more naturally,
Small brains don't understand maps.
more naturally inquisitive, a need to explore
Yes.
things like lands, countries, and different dishes.
So they're found in Europe and Asia, nearly 2 million years old, which means that they'd already migrated out of Africa by this point.
That's right.
Also, no, it challenges the idea that a big brain was necessary for migration.
That's what I'm saying.
Using tools.
That's what I'm saying. Because
So
they find this guy and they're like, oh, you don't need to be a genius.
Old small brain made it over to
and it's
Europe.
like, no shit. Have you seen all the f***wits that get on Jetstar and fly to Bali? This is this theory in full effect. Proven, correct, yes. Oh, there's nothing that you enjoy more on that flight to Bali than watching some reruns of sport, possibly State of Origin. But we're over to the sports segment. It's kind of sport, but it's sport. It's more about sponsorship.
Merchandise related.
Yes. Cigarettes, perhaps? No. Okay.
No. Adidas said if you can't beat them, buy their weaker rival.
Oh, yes.
They purchased Reebok.
The acquisition.
On the 3rd of August, 2005.
I'm hot, man. I rock Reebok, man. If it ain't the G unit, it's the S dot, man. And stop taking off. G4's about the land. See how we cross brand. We boss about it, man. Got the soul of the old Gucci's. If you upset, sue me. If not, sit back and watch me do me. Parking lot pimping. Sideline ballers. We don't sweat up the fresh. Let the girls do it for us.
The Jay-Z and 50 Cent collaboration.
Yeah, because
to celebrate the acquisition of Reebok.
Yeah, well, Adidas bought it in an all-cash deal, 34% premium over Reebok's stock price, and they did it to compete with Nike because Nike was dominating the market.
So what was that? That was like nearly $4 billion, something like that.
Yeah, 3.8 billion US dollars.
Just round it up.
Round it up?
When you're talking about that kind of
sure.
money, just round it up, you know.
Nike had a 36% share of the market at this point. Adidas had just 6%, which is interesting because I always thought of the two kind of being on par with each other.
Basketball.
Thought they were equal.
I think Nike had a lot of
I think they do the Jordan thing.
The Jordan thing just shot
and the Air Force Ones.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks to Nelly.
Different stratosphere.
Reebok.
I can't remember that last novel about Ranger. I might need to rebook that.
Reebok had a stronger American foothold, especially with they had an NBA partnership, Urban Appeal, and they had licensing deals with Jay-Z, obviously, the S. Carter collection, and 50 Cent with the G-Unit sneakers. I actually want to get a pair. They look pretty cool. I reckon you could probably get some.
G-Unit sneakers?
Yeah, Reebok
I think I'm saying it wrong.
G-Unit.
You've got to do G-Unit.
G-Unit.
Got to go up and down. G-Unit.
Yes.
Yep.
Adidas hoped that the acquisition would create a duopoly.
Adidas.
You say Adidas.
I don't know. I know that the Run
I say
DMC
Adidas.
song is My Adidas.
My Adidas. Maybe in America you say Adidas.
Well,
my mum says Adidas.
Well, they're a French company too.
But I've told the story before. My mum says Adidas, and she went to when I worked in the fruit shop. Across the road from the fruit shop was like a discount clothing store. Like when you go to Paddy's Markets, for example, there's knockoffs of things.
Yes.
She thought she was buying my cousin's Adidas outfits for Christmas.
Yeah.
And she didn't realise that the shape of the Adidas logo was that of a marijuana leaf. And it said Addy Hash.
The Addy Hash.
Addy Hash. And the tagline was for all grass sports.
I do remember those. They were quite popular back in the day.
And she gave it to, but they were minors.
Yeah.
They weren't of age where you could, confidently walk around wearing weed attire.
Walking around, they get these kids walking around in tracksuits promoting the consumption of cannabis.
I hope my uncle, because my uncle was a bit more hip to that stuff. I really hope my uncle intervened and realised that you can't wear your Addy
once
Hash
again,
to school.
When I made that joke about sort of camber. That before,
it was probably
and
the uniform.
We're talking about sort of that, and if we fast forward to this segment now, we're talking about a discount fashion shop that is selling clothes that promote drugs in children's sizes. So I don't think your mum's entirely to blame.
And infringing copyright as well at the same time.
Right,
That's a copyright infringement, surely.
Or is it a logo unto itself?
My cousins did go to Canberra High, so it was probably the unofficial uniform, let's be honest.
Oh, Jesus.
The deal looked great on paper, but the brand struggled to integrate.
Well, of course they did. They're separate brands.
Very different.
But
yes.
didn't they just keep them? Like Reebok are still around now.
Yeah, but they don't own, Adidas don't own them. They sold them to someone else in 2021.
Oh, that's only recently.
Yeah, but you started seeing all these other new brands popping up as well, like Under Armour. And they became really popular.
Under Armour.
I don't know. I bought an Under Armour bra and it's very uncomfortable and I feel like...
That's because it's made out of chainmail. It's Under Armour.
Should be Outer Armour.
Well, I'm hoping for a less controversial half of the show now that we've gotten past the cigarette advertising and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the Australian charts.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, Crazy Frog.
Oh, that'll do. That's enough.
Number 1 in the UK, You're Beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Oh, thanks. It's not often people say anything nice to me or about me, and for good reason, I guess. I mean, you've heard the show. But that was nice. That made me feel good. I'm going to do it one more time.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
It's true.
Thank you.
US. Oh, we've got a couple of new entries in the US, actually.
Oh, do we?
Let's have a listen.
All right.
You can never go wrong if you let me hold you down like a real friend's supposed to. I'm trying to show you the light that's
I got a cute face, chubby waist.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't you? Mr. DJ, somebody replay. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up on the hour? And that's for wanting some more. Mr. DJ, won't you who's gonna take your place? There ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together.
Mariah, Holding Firm.
Number 1.
Yeah, just cemented on that stool at number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rihanna, Pondy Replay number 2. Don't You number 3. New entry, Lose Control, Missy Elliott number 4. And another new entry at number 5, Let Me Hold You. Who's that by?
Let Me Hold You. That's Bow Wow.
Oh, that's Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Is that his one with Omarion? Or is that his one with
No,
Ciara?
I think it's the one with Omarion.
Omarion. Bow
yes,
Wow.
that's
Oh, good
Bow
on you,
Wow.
Bow Wow.
Uh-huh. We talked about it. It's sort of that the voice is broken, but it's still very new. It's very fresh.
Still
It's
a
very
bit crackly.
new. It's got that new car smell to it. Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about him. We'll save him for next week.
Oh, okay,
shall
cool.
we?
Let's save our Bow Wow.
Let's talk about Missy's new entry into the chart.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take.
Lose Control.
I do enjoy
Missy
a bit of
Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Ciara in the house. Fat Man Scoop in the house.
But
R.I.P.
see, I think Fat Man Scoop, I was always like, he's a bit full on, like he's a bit abrasive.
That song stresses me out.
But I
There's
think
too much.
they've mixed him well in that one.
No, that song stresses me out. There's
This one,
too much going on.
Lose Control
yeah.
does.
And
Nah,
what's
it's
his
good.
other one? The Be Faithful one.
Oh, that's too much.
That
where he's yes. Okay, stop doing it. You sound like you're strangling a bird. You just stop doing it.
He does that. Yeah, that one's more stressful,
That's so
actually.
triggering, man. I just don't stop it. I'm having a bad reaction to that particular thing that you're doing right now. It's kind of like your rice salad. If I'm being honest, I just want to stay away from it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That hurt you, didn't it?
Yeah, too bad. It's a good song, but it stresses me out. There's a lot going on. It's very busy. And it's just too much for my little brain.
Yeah,
it's too much for skull number 5. It's just too much happening in the one song. From the album The Cookbook, and it samples 2 80s songs.
Yeah.
Did you get these ones?
I did.
Great.
Okay, so there's this one called Clear by Cybertron, but it's not like Cybertron from where the Autobots and Decepticons are from. It's Cybotron, spelled Cybotron, which is like, it's like the Canberra Transformer planet.
It's like the Addy hash.
Yes. It's cool. cool, hey?
Oh, I like that.
It's got
I can see 80s Mel in her rah-rah skirt dancing to
Video
that at the
arcade
disco.
type vibe, yeah.
I like it.
Cybotron.
And you can hear, yes, I can hear where that's in it. It also samples a song called Bodywork by Hot Streak, also from the 80s.
This is from remember there was a breakdancing movie called Breakin'. And this was on the soundtrack.
I don't know, but I've been told music make you lose control. Work your body to the beat. Body work will set you free. Sound off, 1, 2, sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down, bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, I can see a break dance
Sounds to me,
competition.
throw a
Can you play
cardboard
them?
box
now,
down
can
on
you
the
put
floor?
them together and turn it into the song? What happened?
No, it's f***ing terrible.
He just was off the beat. If you're on
Yeah,
beat,
I can't do that.
you're a bit more coordinated.
Yeah,
It'd be
maybe.
good.
I could do it later.
I like both of those songs that go into that, and way less stressful.
Than the,
way less
and then when you
stressful.
smash
There's a
them
lot
all
less
together,
going
it's-
on.
I quite enjoyed Missy's version, even though it is
I do
quite
like
hectic.
Missy. I do like
It is
her.
quite hectic, but she's hectic.
She is. She is, in a good way, a good hectic. The music video was directed by Dave Myers, futuristic visuals, strobe lit dance battles and glowing floors, very Y2K. Ciara was doing some really good dance moves, and she said that it was the most difficult choreography that she'd ever done in that video clip. She was
Really?
contorting.
She was contorting.
She was contorting,
Yeah,
contortionist level.
Excellent.
Choro. And Missy danced as well. There's lots of dancing. And, from
Don't.
R.I.P., by the way.
Oh, that's right. Fat Man
sad.
Scoop's passed away, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did.
When did he
Was it
die?
this
Was
year
it
or
last
last year?
Last year. Just
Recently.
died on stage.
Yes.
I mean,
terrible.
What a way to go. That
Terrible
was
news.
terrible. That would have been terrible for all in attendance too.
Yes.
Do you remember those breakdancing movies from the 80s?
I don't remember that movie, but I do remember.
What was the other one? Beat Street.
I do remember one. Oh, what was it called? And they played it as the midday movie a lot.
Really?
It
They
ended
played
up being
a breakdancing movie.
Well,
as a
it was
midday
big in the
movie.
80s,
That's
and
how
then
you
it
know you're
became
getting old.
the midday movie in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember I was sick one day at my grandmother's, and I was having a continental cup of soup, tomato flavour, possibly cream of chicken, one of the two.
Okay, yep.
And it came on. And they were wearing like cut off, so they were denim jackets, but they cut the sleeves off to turn them into denim vests. And they were doing what was the one called where you had the leg and you spin your leg around and you jump over it? What was that called?
I'm not entirely sure.
What was that
I didn't
called?
even know it had a name.
They all have names.
Yes, but I do remember.
Like the head spin and the
the
back
head spin,
spin
wasn't that
and the
like-
duck dive. The duck dive,
Was
you know,
that what
with
it
the
was called?
worm,
It
you know,
was
the
the worm.
worm
Yeah.
was originally the duck dive, and
Was
it
it?
was part of breakdancing. David Shadle in year 3, my God, could he breakdance?
Could he really?
He brought his own cardboard to school. And where we'd line up to go in, there was like a seat and some cement. And then at little lunch, he'd bring out his piece of cardboard and he'd do a backspin and a
Was
duck
this at
dive.
Canberra High?
No. This was at my primary
Oh,
school.
good.
This
I
is
was
year
going to say,
3.
Canberra
This is
High
year
later
3.
on in the afternoon, you go and commit a couple of drive-bys and rob a 7-Eleven.
I wonder what happened to David Shadle. He had a rat's tail. He was very cool.
Did he? Do you remember that in the 80s, like when breakdancing first came out, it's like, oh, they can't spin on their head like that. They'll break their necks. Is that just one of those things?
I remember that people used to do it then in a stack hat. Like that was going to protect your neck.
Good promo for stack hat. Yeah, it's not going to protect your neck at all.
I
That's
don't
silly.
understand.
Oh, but don't break dance, you'll break your neck.
So what were some of the moves? There was
Well,
the backspin.
Oh, you've the
head
names
spin.
for them. The what?
The backspin and the head spin. There was windmill.
The
That was
windmill.
the leg sweeping.
Oh, is that what that was called?
So,
The windmill.
you know, like you squat down.
Yeah. Please don't.
And you
No.
and you
Get
move
back
your
on the
leg
microphone.
and then you jump
No.
over it.
You
jump over it. Do you know what I mean though? Do you remember
Yeah.
it?
Can I what? No, I
And then
can't
you
do
go
anything.
like
I can
that,
remember that.
like that,
Yes,
and
I
you-
can remember it. What else did they have?
That was the windmill. The flare, which
Oh, yeah.
was a continuous circular leg motion while in a handstand position.
Uh-huh.
The jackhammer.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Was there a rusty trombone there or a dirty Sanchez? Maybe an angry dragon. Movies. There are things out that, which is good because there hasn't been for a while. So there's a couple of things at the box office. Number one in the US is a little film called Wedding Crashers.
This summer, two people will come together to celebrate the sanctity of marriage.
It's wedding season, kid. Crashing weddings. We are going to have tons and tons of opportunities to meet gorgeous ladies that are so aroused by the thought of marriage that they'll throw their inhibitions to the wind.
And who's going to be there to catch them?
Grab that net and catch that beautiful butterfly, pal.
Who are we this time? Lou Epstein, and what's your mute Chuck Schwartz? Sanjay Collins?
Chuck Vindaloo?
Seamus O'Toole.
Bobby O'Shea.
I'm ready to get drunk. Okay, so what angle are you going to play here?
I'm going to go with the balloon animal display.
I'm going to dance with the little flower girl, or I might be a charter member of Oprah's book club.
It's all deadly.
Owen Wilson.
You know how they say we only use 10% of our brains? I think we only use 10% of our hearts.
Vince Vaughn.
Tattoo on the lower back. Might as well be a bullseye.
With Christopher Walken. Wedding Crashers.
I always knew my first time would be on a beach.
First time?
We're gonna be so happy together. I love you.
When there was the bit with Christopher Walken, I was waiting for like a wow or like some kind of Christopher Walken thing. I don't know. That was a bad Christopher Walken. I can't do Christopher Walken, but I was waiting for a quote. But obviously that wasn't in the contract that he was going to be in the trailer. I could hear Isla Fisher in there as well.
That was her big breakout movie, wasn't it?
She was very good at comedy. I do remember this being a very big film at the time, and comedy is such a subjective thing. Lots of people love this movie. I was not one of those people.
Yeah, I didn't love it. I love Isla Fisher.
Yes, she was probably the best part
proud
about
of her.
Yes, proud for our Isla.
Didn't particularly like it. And it was that resurgence of the comedy that in America it was rated R. So it was a little bit more risque than your usual run-of-the-mill comedy.
And
so
I do like that. I do like that part about it. I do like it when the comedy is a little bit risque and lewd, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I did notice. Don't worry, I did. So, they go to high society weddings uninvited to score free food and booze and flings,
and
actually.
Chicks. Yeah.
But it gets messy because one of the guys falls for one of the girls. It's one of the things.
That was Rachel McAdams, I believe, as well. And then, Christopher Walken was he like the dad? Yeah, he was like
dad,
and he was a U.S. secretary or something like that, a political figure.
Made over $285 million worldwide on a $40 million budget.
Ka-ching. That's good movie stuff.
And it cemented Vaughn and Wilson as the comedy bros.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone kind of loved it from that. I think too, and this was the allure of Wedding Crashers, it had the comedy bros, but it also had the wedding stuff and Rachel McAdams and stuff. So it was right, and there was a romance in there as well. There actually ended up being a bit of a love story as well. So it had everything to bring everyone together.
Lovely.
Which is great, isn't it? All that, yes, that's wonderful. And then this movie, probably not so much because it's a Michael Bay film. But I will say, I
watched this. I enjoyed it.
Liked it. It's a very fast-paced action movie that you may remember. I can't believe it's 20 years old, called The Island.
Attention, residents. Welcome to the lottery spin. Jordan to Delta. You're moving out to the island. Transported to the world's last paradise.
I think they're gonna kill you.
I'm going to the island.
There is no island! Come on!
2 of our products have escaped.
Do not let him get away!
What was that?
I don't know!
But I want one.
Hold on!
This summer.
Tell me what's going on!
They're gonna come looking for you. Good job!
You're copies of people. So one of them gets sick and they need a new part, they take it from you.
I'm sorry, I'm not ready to die.
From Michael Bay.
How come we never did this before?
The director of The Rock and Armageddon.
What?
tongue thing is amazing.
I know you're new to this whole human thing, but backpacks for boys, purses for girls. Understand?
We're not idiots.
Well, excuse me, miss. I'm so smart I can't wait to go to the island.
Yeah. You can tell that is a Michael Bay movie from the trailer.
The
It's
music,
like, oh, God.
the noise.
It's quite overwhelming.
I just
didn't
noticed
realise it was
something.
that overwhelming, but there was a very overwhelming trailer. Sorry, yes, what did you realise?
Did you know the first bit where there's a voiceover going, "Welcome to the island"? I think that's Scarlett Johansson.
Doing
Can
the
you play the
voice.
start of the
Are you
trailer again?
serious?
She's the person over the PA.
Doing the voiceover.
Have a
Well, that's-
listen. I think it is.
Attention, residents. Welcome to the lottery spin.
No.
I think it is.
I don't think it is.
It sounded more like her as it went on.
We could
play a
probably
bit more.
dig that up, but whatever.
I thought I'd just uncovered something amazing. Guess not.
You might have.
I liked it. So they're clones, and they're
Like
clones,
the
and they're,
rice salad of revelations.
they're clones, and they use them for body parts
That's
for
right.
the rich and
it's
famous.
a great premise, and it was a
It's
very
good idea.
fast-paced action movie.
And it probably is already happening.
I think it was my introduction to Michael Bay films.
Was it?
Maybe. It was when I became aware of Michael Bay, I guess,
Right.
more so, because it was full on. Like, there's a lot happening. Michael Bay cannot hold a shot for anything more than, I don't know, 5 seconds before he has to cut to something else. Like, it's just bang, bang, bang. Everything happens very quickly in Michael
And he
Bay
spent
movies.
$126 million on it.
And he made Scarlett Johansson look absolutely stunning. He's very good.
She looks good as a clone.
He's very good with
Clone
his
suitor.
camera work at making women look very objectifiable. I guess
yes, good
I
angles.
don't know a right way to say that, really. You know, it's like the scene in Transformers when Megan Fox is working on the car and she's bent over and looking in the bonnet of the car, and he just knows how to catch them
Great
at the right
composition.
angles. It's very good composition,
yeah.
very well put
Fabulous.
together package. Yes, he knows how to do that quite well.
That was The Island. On the small screen, 3rd
Yes.
of July, we had a big premiere. Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List.
Kathy Griffin is a celebrity.
Kathy Griffin is the funniest.
Griffin!
Sort of. Ouch. Her new Bravo series reveals the life climbing the Hollywood ladder one letter at a time.
My agent doesn't return my phone calls. Tell her I called. I'm on my cell. Bye.
Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List, coming soon.
Only on Bravo. Watch what happens.
Oh, Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin is such a divisive character, and I feel bad for Kathy Griffin because I don't think she's that bad of a person, and I think
She's been cancelled many times.
well, she's
hasn't
done
she?
some pretty silly things. Like, you know how she did the Donald Trump's head cut off thing, and it was a photo, and it was obviously a stage photo. But I would argue that that's art. Right, that's art. It's not very, it's divisive and it's controversial, and I don't think it was promoting. I don't know. I should be very careful about how I word that. But Kathy Griffin has always been divisive, and I think she's paid the price for being so divisive. But she's also very self-deprecating, and this is what this show, My Life on the D-List, was. I think it was a very self-deprecating look at her life trying to be a celebrity.
Clawing her way through the lower rungs of celebrity life, as she said. And while the A-listers were doing what A-listers do, she was performing at gay bars, shopping malls and retirement homes. She was obsessing over her Q score, which was the celeb likability score at the time. Throwing shade at everybody from Oprah to Clay Aiken.
And that was a shtick, right? Eventually that's going to come back to bite you.
Equal
and
parts,
it does.
yeah, mockumentary, celebrity roast, emotional insight. And then there's sometimes a little bit of real life personal struggle in there as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty groundbreaking. It premiered on Bravo. It was pretty groundbreaking for them because it preceded Real Housewives, and it was
She
kind
was
of
their
the first
gateway drug into reality.
for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Reality Program, actually, in 2007, 2008. It also, like I said, showed a softer side of her too, because she was going through a divorce at the time. Her career wasn't doing great, and a bit of grief happening.
So what I will say, we talked about Hogan Knows Best like last week. What I will say, the difference is that I think Kathy Griffin, lover or hater, I think was being authentic. And your definition of that might change or whatever, but I think she was just doing her thing as she always does. And that's what she's known for. Whether you like her or not doesn't make any difference. I think she was being a very authentic version of Kathy Griffin on that show. Whereas like on Hogan's Knows Best, they had an agenda where they were trying to like turn it into something else. She I think she made herself quite vulnerable on that show.
Yeah.
And she's made herself vulnerable many times. And even when she, I think, throws shade at people, she makes herself even more vulnerable because it just she just brings a lot of shit onto herself.
Well, she got banned from The View.
Yes.
And various red carpets.
Yes, because she was rude to people. She
Yes.
clashed with a lot of people.
I think sometimes too, though, she was probably saying what a lot of people were thinking as well.
Yeah, I think her mum was one of the highlights of the show, though, because she was kind of the one that would, like, scold her.
Yeah.
And she was a bit
Tell her
of
off.
an alco as well, too, which, I mean, we can all relate to that, can't we? Well, it's not a book we didn't read this week, is it, Mel? Because you've gone and spoiled that for us.
Oh, yes, I read this one.
You read this one.
It's not a New York Times bestseller, though. It was a book that was published posthumously in Sweden on the 1st of August 2005. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, I didn't know it was published posthumously. I don't know much about the book.
Died.
I don't know much about the book.
Stieg Larsson was dead. You don't know much. I believe you know a synopsis.
Did we watch the movie? Oh, you want me to do? Okay, I'll do the synopsis. What do we need? What is it? What genre are we talking about? It's a mystery?
Mystery,
or
I think. Yeah.
Private detective?
Harriet Wagner, a scion of one of Sweden's wealthiest families, disappeared over 40 years ago. See? All these years later, her uncle continues to seek the truth. He hires Mikael Blomqvist, a crusading journalist recently trapped by a libel conviction to investigate. See? He's aided by the pierced and tattooed punk prodigy Lisbeth Salander. Together, they tap into the vein of unfathomable iniquity and astonishing corruption. An international publishing sensation, Stieg Larsson's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo combines murder, mystery, family saga, love story, and financial intrigue into one satisfyingly complex and entertaining atmospheric novel. How was that?
It didn't feel like any of that when I read it. No. No.
It's like the Private Detective. You'll never catch me, copper.
No?
No, it was probably a little bit darker and moodier than that, but sure.
Oh, well,
whatever.
rolling with it now.
Too late
We've come
now.
this far.
Too late now. All right. Let's see what people had to say. Christian, 1 star.
Uh-huh.
So much about this book was awful, yet I couldn't stop reading. There was something like the combination of a car wreck and a double cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Okay. All right. Beth gives it 1 star. My mum got this for me, I guess, because the word tattoo is in the title. So she'd assumed I'd like it.
That's such a parent thing.
It is.
I think my dad asked
It's
me
got
if I'd read
tattoos
it
in
because
it.
it said tattoo on there.
Yeah.
And you've got a tattoo. You must have read it.
Uh-huh.
Well, I did. Rennie, 1 star.
Yeah.
Did not need to know about the sex life of that 56-year-old woman in such great detail. Please unsubscribe me.
Oh, take it easy. It's not too far away. I'm keen to hear about it. I'm keen to hear about anything that's above 50 that's got a sex life. It gives me hope. Fills me with hope. Sylvia. Is it? No. Is that the one? Yes, Sylvia, 1 star. This book is excellent if you want the experience of a robot reading a translated encyclopedia entry about rape in the past tense while you sit in a freezer. Oh. Was that the kind of mood that it evoked when you read it?
Sitting in a freezer. No, I've said this before, I struggled with the names. And, like every time I'd read over a name, because there were similar names, there was Blomqvist.
Oh, because they're all Swedish names.
And if my brain can't read them straight away and has to think about translating them and trying to work out how to
you gotta kind of
pronunciate,
backtrack a little bit.
it pulls you out of the story.
Yeah, and then you
there
gotta
were
go-
people with similar names.
And it's
so
like,
there
is
was
that
another
that
guy
dude or
that
is that
started
the
with a
other
B.
dude?
Yeah, there were a
Yeah.
few B guys, and it was very confusing.
Yeah.
It was very
It's
confusing.
like, is that Blomqvist or Bjornsson?
Yeah,
I'm not
it
sure.
was very long. And I think I read the first, there was 3 or 4, I don't know.
Dragon tattoo books.
Yeah, there was a few. And I read one when we were away.
Yes.
Remember we were away at the entrance?
Oh, yes. And you,
Remember when that kid did a poo on the car?
oh, yes.
Then we nearly walked in it.
It's amazing what you remember.
But I don't remember the story because that was when I was drinking Smirnoff Blacks by the pool. So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
reading it while I was drinking Smirnoff Blacks. I can't remember what happened in that one.
Living the dream.
I was living,
That's
yeah.
such a white trash dream, isn't it? drinking Smirnoff Blacks,
And then turn
reading
on
a
the
Stieg
carpet.
Larsson book by a pool, while some other crusty bogan family in the cheap-ass hotel that we're staying at's kid shits on the carpet after he gets out of the pool.
Don't even get me started on the spa. It's disgusting. Okay.
It's more like a stew than a spa.
Dorian Achilles, 1 star.
What kind of name is Dorian Achilles? Somebody's been reading too many books.
Only reason I finished it was because it was the only book in the psych ward.
Sorry, Dorian.
Leave Dorian
I'll
alone.
go to Keely Kiriazis, 1 star. A ridiculous amount of Swedish business practices. It's like reading a disgusting IKEA catalogue. That's rude. That's a little bit racist, really, towards Swedish people. I mean, I'm sure they can handle it, but I just think that's a bit racist. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that synopsis. I'm also sorry about the fact that I didn't even realise it, but the music that I was using in that segment was wildly inappropriate, but I also didn't pay for it, and as a consequence, it's got the word preview. Underneath it, which is
I thought it was just a nice vocal, but yeah,
no,
it was preview.
Yeah, I didn't even realise.
Do you get in
it was
trouble for
there.
that?
Well,
That's like if you use an iStock photo with the iStock watermark.
I can't even remember where it came from either.
Oh, well, it's all right.
Yeah, well,
that was just a preview.
I'll
It's
just
fine. Preview's free.
right now. I'm accepting responsibility. I'm apologising, and if the bots or whatever can connect me with the person that created it, I'll happily
Have a
throw a
conversation.
couple of bucks their way from our sponsors, Kent Tobacco. It's the Hatches, Matches, and Dispatches segment. And that little clue that we did at the start that said that Mel was in our DNA.
Metal is in all of our DNA. Every character that I've ever played has been inspired by this music and built by this music. It's in everything that I am. Today we celebrate heavy metal. Together we are going to make this the most epic day in the history of heavy metal. So let's tear this motherfucker down.
Yeah. If you said Jason Momoa, oh, good for you. I think that was pretty. That was him at the Back to the Beginning Black Sabbath.
The concert the other day.
Yeah, the final Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne concert.
Was he-
He was
he was-
the MC. He was a great MC, and he genuinely has a huge passion and love for music and heavy metal. He's a bass player. He did.
He plays the bass.
I don't know if it was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, something. He inducted Metallica into something and did a big speech
I
about
didn't
how
know he
wonderful
was a
they
metal
were.
fan.
He loves Black Sabbath. He was obviously asked to MC that. He's a big Pantera fan. There's been footage of him up on stage singing "Walk" with Pantera and the blokes from King Parrot,
Can
which
he
is a band
sing?
from Melbourne. No, he's just like he's taking part in the whole fun of it
just
all.
being
And
there.
the Black Sabbath concert was wonderful because when Pantera played, he's like, I'm going to get down in the mosh pit with you guys, and he gave his phone over and he took
Did he take his shoes off?
took his man bun off and his
Take his
hat, and
shoes
then he
off.
went down into the mosh pit.
Oh, dear.
And there was a moment there where he was like, all good. And then you just saw this look in his eyes of sheer terror as his feet obviously were removed from the ground and he was just carried by the wave of people.
Oh, dear.
But to his
Rookie
credit,
mistake.
he looked a little bit terrified. To his credit, I'm sure there was some security planted in there to help him, but maybe I'm just being cynical. He toughed it out through the entire set and then crowd surfed it all the way back up to the front
good
of the
on him.
stage and
Good on him.
did it. So, I'm
I
a
hope they
fan.
didn't damage him. I hope he didn't get injured.
I think the Momoa was okay. There was no damage to Jason's Momoa. It was all intact.
His birthday is on the 1st of August. He was born in Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
son of a painter and a photographer. He moved to Iowa at age 6 with his mother.
That's a big shift, isn't it?
Discovered as a model in 1998, crowned Hawaii's Model of the Year in 1999, and was in Baywatch, Hawaii.
Baywatch Hawaii. That's right. Yes. He was in-
Stargate
he was
Atlantis. Did
in-
not know that.
Yeah, he was
Did you know that?
Ronan Dex in
Oh, you did
Stargate
know that,
Atlantis.
obviously.
Yep. And then I think his breakthrough role though, Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones.
I get him confused with the werewolf guy from True Blood. Who was that?
What's his bloody name? He was in Magic Mike as well.
Yeah, I
and
get
he was
them
married
confused.
to Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, that guy.
Joe
Joe Palladinero. Palladaro.
Joe.
It's got a G.
I don't know.
Yeah, Pangello.
Pangello? I don't think that's him. There's a different Joe. That's a Joe Pantel. He's different. He was the police commissioner in Bad Boys.
Oh,
different.
But anyway, I get them confused.
Right.
Him and that guy.
Okay. Well, they're not
both
him.
stunning. They're both stunning with their hair and
Yeah. Okay. Well, Momoa, I mean, he's been keeping people moist for a while now. They really liked him as Khal Drogo.
They
and
did.
They continue to.
Even though he wasn't a very nice person.
Khal Drogo.
He was a bit rough.
He's just a bit of a barbarian, Dothraki leader. I mean,
comes with the territory.
He loved Khaleesi.
Yes. Anyway, he was in Aquaman as well.
Sorry, I was speaking about him like he's a real person. The character he played, he was in Aquaman. He wasn't in Aquaman. How rude. He was Aquaman.
He was the Aquaman.
Yeah.
I love him in Minecraft.
You did
and
like him as a
beautiful
garbage man.
Pink jacket. I love the jacket.
That was.
I thought he was great.
That was a very Jared Hess movie. Minecraft.
Yes, it's wonderful.
He's a good guy. He's an environmental champion. He's into UNICEF. He's into environment programs like Life Below Water. He's a spokesperson honoured by National Geographic for, conservation work, all of that sort of stuff.
He's been rescuing koalas.
I mean, he's Aquaman, talks to fish.
He's aiding in endangered koalas.
Well, that's good. That's
Helping
important.
koalas.
Oh, in Australia with Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary.
Yes.
That's a good place, Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. Ever been there?
I did, and a lorikeet on my ice
That's right.
block.
You get to feed the lorikeets. Yes. Well,
And I cried.
They do. They a lot because they get fed a lot. That's the problem when you go to those wildlife sanctuaries. Like, come and feed the lorikeets, and everyone's feeding the lorikeets. And as a consequence,
if you don't get on
the lorikeets are just shitting all the time. It's like as the food is going into their mouth, it's coming out their ass at the same time
It's
because
warm.
it's just like because
It's
that's the big
always
tourist
warm.
thing. Very fat
Warm
lorikeets that are just shitting everywhere.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, Momoa's been involved with that. And
He wasn't the one shitting.
no, remember he was married to Lisa Bonet.
And didn't he make some comment that he'd been in love with her for years?
Yes.
And he wanted to marry her. And then he
Yes.
married her, and I thought, isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Isn't that lovely? But now they're divorced.
No, they're divorced now. Yeah. Yeah.
Divorced last year. It was finalised.
But I remember too because
the
Lisa
market.
Bonet was with Lenny Kravitz and had daughter Zoe Kravitz, and then he was the stepfather to Zoe, but he got on really well with Lenny as well.
I love
This is
Lenny.
Kravitz. Well, yeah, there's not a lot to dislike about Lenny Kravitz.
Anyone who can
Most
work out in
attractive
jeans.
60-year-old man on the face of the earth.
And he works out in jeans.
I mean, hello.
Wow,
You
what
know,
a man.
I think Jason Momoa wishes he was Lenny Kravitz, if I'm being honest.
He could work out in jeans.
Jason
I reckon.
Momoa.
Yeah, I reckon he could.
I don't know. But he likes heavy metal, so that's his redeeming
He's got
factor.
a new girlfriend, everybody.
Has he?
So sorry to break it to
Oh.
you, even though his divorce is finalised. Adria Arjona,
Oh, I like that.
I think she's an actress. New relationship started last year.
Woo! I hope she likes heavy metal because he's pretty into it.
Happy birthday.
Mr. Momoa, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too for listening to the show. We're at the end of it. So that's
We are,
it.
yes.
We've got some stuff and nonsense next week, but we're kind of a little bit underprepared because it's like
I haven't thought about that yet.
It's the
so we
show
don't know.
between the shows.
Don't know
So
what's
like
happening.
like I gave away the secrets about how we kind of do two in a row and then we fast forward a couple because life and stuff, right? And we're just happy that you're a part of it. We're just happy that you're part of our little life that involves us doing this little podcast every now and then because we really love doing it, but we love that you listen to it and hopefully enjoy it as well. So tell your friends and get them to listen to and enjoy it too, because that helps us continue to make the podcast. You are the wind beneath our wings.
Yes.
We are like Momoa in the mosh pit, being lofted off the ground and with
you're
sheer
stealing
panic,
our shoes. And
sheer
you're
panic
stealing
in our
hat.
eyes. Is there sheer panic
But
in
you're
our
pushing
eyes
us
as you
back over to
carry
the
us through this
stage.
little journey that is
Back
this
onto the
podcast that we've been
stage
doing
safely.
for over 200 episodes now.
You
So
might give us a
thank you.
wedgie as you pull us along.
It's
That's
all good.
Fine.
It's
we'll
all
take
good.
that.
It's all welcome, and we probably deserved it. We definitely don't deserve you, but we appreciate you. Come and find us on the socials throughout the week. Search for T-20 podcast.
Get me
Facebook,
a new
Instagram,
signature
TikTok.
dish recipe.
Help Mel with a signature dish, and
It'll be Christmas before you know
please
it.
make sure it's something that I like. Thanks very much. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Thanks for taking the time to rewind. Join us next time for another week that was 20 years ago. In the meantime, come and reminisce on the socials. Search for T-20 Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.